I'm the state of real estate.
Welcome, and thank you for attending today's State of Real Estate session for the Twin Cities market, where we educate you, Twin Cities homeowners, on what's to come in 2021. I'm your host, Steve Gurton. I'm the team leader here at Gurton Homes Real Estate Services, and we're brokered by eXp Realty. If this is your first time joining us for one of our micro webinar sessions, we're so happy that you've come to join us. So the State of Real Estate series is our way of delivering valuable insights for how to maximize your return on investment on any real estate holdings that you may have currently or in the future. So in a much shorter amount of time, our goal is to be in and out of here in 30 minutes. There's a massive shift happening right now before our eyes, and my team's focus is on educating each attendee on how they can stay ahead of these changes so that we can all avoid the costly mistakes along our journeys and ultimately save thousands of dollars in the transaction. And I'll touch on how we will be able to do that later on. As is the norm with our micro webinar sessions, I will be giving you all the info you came for and have us all out of here in less than 30 minutes. You can promise me that. We're about a minute 20 in, so we're way ahead of schedule. For those that stick with us until the end, we have a few special gifts for you. Cue the Oprah music. Each one of you will be receiving our 2021 playbook for how to plan, prepare, and maximize your return on investment. So whether you're in the market today or in the next 6 to 12 months, we have you covered. So think of these as our secret sauce. I mean, these are the same processes and strategies that we deploy to deliver the results for our customers. Additionally, for those of you who are gearing up to move, we will provide you with a complimentary pre-market virtual consultation with our interior designer. She is phenomenal, and that's valued at $500. So stick around until the end. So without further ado, let's jump into today's topic, which is 10 amenities that will be on buyers' wish list heading into 2021. So much like the pandemics of the past, the coronavirus has dramatically shifted home buyers and homeowners' priorities. Although much of the focus this year has been on home offices and entertainment spaces, our team is noticing a shift that goes far beyond these two amenities. Minnesotans are looking for pet-friendly spaces, gourmet kitchens, smart home tech that provides health and safety solutions, and a handful of vacation home amenities, which is interesting, that fulfill homeowners and home buyers' wanderlust during the lockdown. While public health precautions continue to keep us at home, these features will only become more popular to create spaces that keep our families safe, all while providing an oasis of comfort. Driven by this new COVID era, these trends will not only add comfort, but could even add extra value to your current or future home. From pet-friendly spaces to backyard oases, with homeowners spending more time working and laying low at home, here's what will be at the top of homeowners and home buyers' home wish list for 2021. First, Zoom rooms. According to Zillow, the number of listings with the terms home office or home Zoom room increased by 48.5% year over year in November. You guys have heard of Zillow, I assume. That is essentially where all of the buyers and sellers are going to check out information. So a trusted source. That's a phenomenal stat, which is evidence that many are preparing for long-term remote working environments. That's already happened with our team. We operate virtually. We have office space down in the North Loop, but now we are working remotely most of the week when we're not socially distant during our team meetings. But given the fact that we got to put our pretty faces in front of clients from time to time, I can tell you that my wife and I, we have our own Zoom room that we made from scratch. So it's more than just a simple home office. Zoom room has emerged this year as referenced to a picture perfect spot in the home where the owner could attend virtual meetings that were better equipped with backgrounds and even soundproofing. To accommodate this demand, actually, the company Zoom, actually started producing a Zoom room system, which is incredible, complete with professional cameras, noise canceling microphone array, and speakers. So they understand that demand is there as well. So either way, decked out home offices and Zoom rooms are likely to become that mainstay in 2021 and beyond. And we'll kind of show you at the end how you can even get your own Zoom room. So stick around. So in addition to home offices, homeowners and home buyers have been on the prowl for home features that allow them to experience luxurious staycation amid all of the shelter in place orders that we've had. So searches for keywords pool, waterfront, and dock have reached all-time highs, with buyers willing to pay almost 6% premium for listings that included the spa-like features. That's something we do with our sellers. We're highlighting this, knowing that those keywords are what buyers are looking for. So the demand for cabins has skyrocketed. This year alone, we saw more interest in lakefront than we've ever seen on our team. And our clients struggled, really, they struggled to find anything on the active market within 2 hours of the cities. So we were focused and forced to have to do more traditional methods. So we even went to doing direct mail campaigns to people who have owned lakefront property for a number of years. Maybe they're ready to take and divest the property or to take some chips off the table. And that was one of the ways in which we were able to generate that supply, knowing our buyers had to pay a premium, but still they were willing to do that given that interest rates are still at historic lows. So the desire for those luxurious features spilled over into the kitchen and backyard as well, with consumers embarking on renovations to make those two spaces more suitable for at-home entertainment. We can speak to that as well in finding general contractors are incredibly booked up. If anybody did renovations or remodeling, to find somebody that was available at an efficient rate, well, they're capitalists as well, so they increase their costs. So that's a problem within the industry is how do you bring more youth into it so that they can accommodate that additional supply that is out there, with folks wanting to just add additional square footage or just remodel or refresh certain spaces within their homes. So in another recent study by Zillow, 41% of Americans said a well-equipped kitchen was a pandemic must-have as they built their cooking skills versus going out. My wife and I, we could speak to this. We started subscribing. We got two little ones at home. So we basically got the HelloFresh kits to start to kind of teach us the fundamentals of how to make a healthy and nutritious meal. But I can speak that, I mean, having the functionality of a kitchen that is more open, as you'll see in the image there, is something that a lot of folks wanted. So when it comes to the outdoor spaces, home buyers are looking for backyards with fire pits and outdoor kitchens, and they were willing to pay 4.5% above the asking price to get it. So another trend that you're seeing. In my neighborhood home alone, we live down in Edina, and more and more people are adding outdoor heating to their spaces. Obviously, we're getting into the dead of winter here, so they're adding those outdoor heaters that you see on patios, and they're able to still entertain, albeit a smaller group of people. They're able to keep people outside. We put in a gas-fired gas heater in our garage just so we could have people in there with some lawn chairs. So you're getting creative, but another little way that they want that outdoor element included. All right, this is one of my favorites. So much of smart home technology thus far has focused on improving the efficiency and safety of homes with things like the smart thermostats, right? Heating and lighting systems, and products like the Ring doorbell that add a high-tech touch to home security. So while homeowners and homebuyers still value security and efficiency, they're now looking to smart home tech to safeguard them against the coronavirus and other viruses such as influenza even. So competition from vendors in this space point towards a trend that consumers can't get enough of technology that makes cleaning as simple as a touch of a button. Features like voice-activated faucets, robotic vacuums, we have one of those and it's incredible, and electronic assistant-controlled lights have updated traditional tasks of cooking, cleaning by incorporating thoughtful innovation into home products. So actually during our recent showing that one of our team members had, we saw this smart toilet, which I had never seen before, but you're starting to see these pop up even more and more. So like kitchen cabinets, it had a soft close top, a night light for those late night bathroom visits that we might have, a heated seat. Like, are you kidding me? I don't even have that in my car, and even a bidet. These things cost a pretty penny, but over time, it is a bit cost prohibitive right now. But similar to the electronic car market, manufacturers are flocking towards this pent up demand, and the battle to push out more affordable options to capture market share will expedite the speed at which these are available. So stay tuned for the next round of tech. You'll likely, if you're buying and building a new home, these are likely to start popping up in those builds, as well as any renovations that you're seeing. So kind of some exciting times. And the final thing for this slide is just in addition to health-centered tech items, Zillow again said that home buyers are looking for home gyms now more than ever alongside the feng shui areas where they can have private time away from family members to meditate or even take a nap. That sounds delightful given the fact that I have a toddler and then another one on the way. So what's next? More room for our human and furry family members. So record unemployment this year pushed millennials and Gen Zers to move back to home, a trend that is, again, likely to stick around through 2021 and beyond. Again, we've noticed that home builders are already preparing for this to become a long-term trend by creating homes with finished basements and additional bedrooms and bathrooms. So those en suites are becoming more and more mainstay with every new build that they're doing. About 1 in 6 Americans currently live in multi-generational households. And this year, the share of young people moving back home reached all-time high as more millennials and Gen Zers than ever, particularly renters, right, found themselves packing their bags and moving back in with their parents. We own a couple rental properties. We saw this happen with one of our units. The young lady had to renege on her lease. She was a bartender and was no longer able to do it. So she opted to save the cash and move back home. We let her out of the lease and along she went. On the same side of that, we've had a number of clients here in 2020. They built homes specific to having a mother-in-law suite on the main floor. They're having those folks move in with them. So we're definitely seeing this more and more. So with more people coming into the home, well, that likely means more pets in some instances. So home buyers and renters are looking for amenities for their furry companions. Again, we had to shift a lot of our units that we rent out to being pet friendly to generate more demand. So stuff like pet showers and fenced in backyards are the most wanted commodities. And the real estate investors that we work with in particular are responding to these wish list items. So an increase in furry friends joining family means pet friendly rentals are on the rise, as I mentioned. They want to entice those renters with added benefits. Zillow research found that 73% of listings now on the rental side, they allow pets, which no surprise there. We did the same thing, given that more flexibility. There's added fees for that to do it. You know, we have a pet cleaning fee, but we're certainly opening the door for that. And then another analysis that we discovered found for sale listings mentioning a pet shower or dog wash in their listing description sold for 5% more than similar comparable homes, while listings mentioning a fenced backyard in their description sold for they actually sold in 6.8 days faster than expected. So those added amenities to accommodate those furry friends is definitely a trend that you'll continue to see. We see that all the time. We look no further than what the builders are doing. So finally here, the pandemic has sparked a migration from densely packed city centers to smaller towns with more space and affordable prices. This trend will only strengthen Twin Cities metros as we continue to see a population increase, as we're already seeing, and maybe you've seen it. Family and friends, old counterparts are moving back from Chicago, New York, and LA, and they're looking for more affordable places to live. You think about the cost of living in those areas, they can buy homes in the Twin Cities metro area. So the Twin Cities is really a hotbed of where you're going to see home prices continuing to increase, in our opinion. Because again, the entry level, the first time home buyer programs they have available, as well as historically low interest rates, afford those opportunities as folks are working virtually. So as we look at the metro, you know, if you go no further than, I mean, we look at Dayton, Minnesota, that has exploded. It's basically old farmland. They've converted it all into new builds. Corcoran, Victoria, even on the East Metro, Cottage Grove is seeing expansion. Woodbury is furthering expansion. So home builders are trying to keep up. Now, the only limitation that we can see is the cost of goods. So the cost of lumber, given Mr. Trump's tariffs and everything that has damaged that. So home builders need to figure out a way to still profitably build these products to keep up with the demand that is going to be coming with it. So right now we are at under 15 minutes. So we're going to have you out of here in less than likely 20 minutes. So that concludes this week's state of real estate. I mentioned a few special gifts for those of you that are still here in today's session. So a big proponent to living in your current home or appealing to buyers. If you are thinking about listing your home, it's all about creating that emotional connection. And lucky for you guys, we can do this through strategic and affordable and livable home styling with our partnership with our interior designer, Ashley Lois Design. So following today's session, our team will send you an email inviting you to schedule that virtual consult with Ashley. During this session, you will walk Ashley through your space on a Zoom or FaceTime call. And from there, she'll provide you with a customized shopping list for each of the spaces within your home. We do this with just about every listing that we have. That virtual consult is huge, but it can just be, you might be thinking about the home that you are going to be purchasing. Having that free consult is certainly something that adds a tremendous amount of value. And if you get overwhelmed like I do, it's a great alternative to hiring somebody that might be much more expensive, like a professional interior designer. So, but wait, there's more. We will also be sending you our 3-part ebook series, How to Prepare, Plan, and Deploy Your No Regrets Exit. So this playbook is really all the strategies and tools our team uses on a daily basis, and it'll save you thousands down the road if and when it's time to sell or even upgrade to a new property. So I hope that you enjoy those. And like I said, I'd have you out of here in less than 30 minutes. It is even under 20. So I want to thank you again for your time. If you have any questions following today's session, a member of our team will be in touch shortly via email. So hopefully you provided the correct email. If you didn't, my phone number and my email are contained there. So you can certainly reach out to myself and my team members will be in touch with the promo code for that interior design consultation, as well as that 3-part ebook series. So that is it. You got it. Now back to enjoying everyone's day, and from our team to yours, onward. Thank you so much.
I'm the state of real estate.